Sometimes you gotta operate from a place of peace. Not sometimes. I feel like to optimally move and to optimally do what you gotta do, you gotta be rested. We live in a culture of grind, 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 and keep going forward and just push. And I'll be honest, I've been part of that. I've been part of the people that, when others tell me they need rest or they need that, I'm like, nah, fuck that, keep going, nah, 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 nah. Keep pushing, bulldoze through. But sometimes you get more done by doing nothing than by doing it all at once. The reason I say that is, when you don't rest and you don't give your body time to recuperate, what starts to happen is you become less effective. The reason you become less effective is because you are legitimately putting all your eggs in one basket with all your energy, right? So when you deplete your energy, you're not operating from optimal you. You're operating from a depleted sense of yourself. And when you operate from a depleted sense of yourself, you end up having, 50% effort or half-assed work. What you want is you want work that can be incredibly like influential, right? So let's say, you wake up and you go to work. I mean, obviously you can't control that sometimes, but I'm more talking about all the work you do for yourself, right? Like sometimes it's okay to step back, drink some water, and reanalyze something. See, when we get frustrated, right, because we have a lack of energy, our clarity isn't much there. So when clarity isn't there, you cannot assume that you're going to operate from a place of abundance. Sometimes when you're lacking energy, you're lacking peace, your brain and all these chemical imbalances that are going, all of a sudden they make you mess up and all of a sudden you can't find the solution. Has it ever happened to you where you just sit down and you're just like, I'm gonna give it a bit. You would take the bathroom or whatever, you eat. And all of a sudden you come back to it and you're like, oh, because you're coming back from it from a fresh pair of eyes, a fresh new lens. Sometimes we're looking at something, for example, like this controller, right? You could be looking at it from the back and be like, how the hell am I gonna use this controller? You just see it like this, but then you see the buttons are on the other side. Different perspective, you see what I mean? So when you hit it from different perspectives and you keep going from different avenues, you end up finding different routes to go through, and might lead to success, might lead to more failure. But you know what? At least you're giving it different tries from a different point of view, which increases your chances of being better. So not only does it come from coming from a place of restedness, but coming from a place of peace. You need to elaborate and find a way to find your mental peace. See, the universe will throw a lot of things your way to stabilize you. These are tests, right? You must pass all the tests that are coming your way because anything you want, right? The universe will always G-check you. This is the biggest G-checker of all. You ever had something go good and then you tell people and then it goes bad because it's evil eyes and all that? That's the universe G-checking you. How bad do you want it? Oh, well, you want it this bad? All right, watch you stumble. All right, you gonna get back up? All right, cool. All right, cool. Okay, keep getting back up. I'm gonna throw more your way. All right, you trip this way? Okay, now I'm gonna have you trip this way. See what happens then. Now I'm gonna have you trip like that again. See if you learned your lesson. It's kind of like you gotta learn how to have peace and calm energy throughout everything. You know. And a quick anecdote with my life, I always wanted to be a strong and knowledgeable man. And what the universe did, it threw me in situations where I was in the middle of, let's just put it like very bad positions. I've been broke before. I've been hungry before. I've been in the situations where I didn't have a car, man. Like I've been in situations where I had to wear the same shoes for the whole year. I've been in situations where nobody messed with me. But all of these things bred a lot of good values in me. I learned how to be strong and independent. I wanted to be strong. I wanted to be my own hero. And the universe threw me by myself. The universe threw me horrible situations in which I needed to make things happen. And because of that, I am thankful. And it's all that I'm trying to predicate, all this knowledge I'm predicating to you to see, hopefully, that you'll cut my time frame. And maybe instead of 26 being at these levels, 25, 26, 24 being at these levels, maybe you could do it at 16, 17. And this is for you too, though, not that if you're watching this, it's my little brother and my little sister for the future. If I'm not around, you could get to see this for knowledge. You know, I love y'all. Keep operating.